Everything you do on TV is live?
The majority of stuff is live, yeah. There's certain backstage interviews that we do that are taped earlier in the day. I did one a few months ago, a sit down with Kevin Owens, where we taped it in the empty arena, which was really cool. I've been pitching a lot more to do things outside of the regular show.
Is that planned, or are you guys hanging out and you're like, you want to go do something over there?
A lot of it is predetermined, so they're coming up with when you're doing the interview, where you're doing the interview, but there's a lot more leeway now, which is really cool.
And you guys have your own show now.
Which show?
You and Kevin.
Well, yeah, me and Kevin have our own show.
What's the name of it? Because I'm still unsure.
Yeah, we were unsure for a while too. We were workshopping names, came up with a very long list, and it's so funny because we'd been pitching that show for a year straight before it got greenlit, and so we kind of pitched it as the JBL and Cole show minus JBL and minus Cole. So that was what we would always talk about it as, and now it's officially the OK show.
Great name.
So yeah, Owens and Kelley.
How often is it going to be aired?
We're figuring that out now. Our shooting schedule is a little bit different than I feel like some of the typical digital content that they're putting out there. But typically, like, I think we're shooting for once a month. But I watch the entire show, so I watch all of WWE programming, but cringe a little bit when I'm on screen.
So you don't want it to be okay.
No, I want that to be amazing. Like that
amazing show.
The bar for that for me is very high.
And you used to watch wrestling as a kid.
I didn't really watch as a kid. I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of TV. I snuck some TV after getting home from school sometimes, but WWE programming wasn't really on until later, and my mom was home, so that was not allowed. But I started watching when I moved out to LA.
Did you meet anybody at those indie shows that you work with now?
I feel like there are a lot of people. Drew McIntyre was there at the time. All of my guys from the Undisputed Era, RIP, they were there at the time. Candice LeRae, I used to watch her. She was actually at wrestling school because, that was our goal in life. And to be there on the day that is, the grandest of them all is really cool to reflect on.
When you had those aspirations, what were your dreams to do?
I wanted to be on the broadcast team. I wanted to be a backstage interviewer at WWE, either on Raw or on SmackDown. That was the goal.
And now you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting chills. That's crazy. Do you get the same nerves for when you're doing something on live TV versus something scripted?
I would say it's a little bit different. Live TV, you're always going to get nerves. Being on set, it depends on what it is. I definitely got nervous when my scene partner was Rashida Jones.
Did you ever watch Logan Paul before on WWE?
I definitely knew who he was. I feel like you'd have to live under a rock to not know who Logan Paul was. But I never expected him to show up in the WWE like he did.
So for someone like you who's been doing podcasts for 12 years, like you've been on the internet like that, understanding it, were you kind of excited that someone of his stature came to wrestling to bring that in?